Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Chair, distinguished keynote speakers, respected ulama, fellow scholars, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Lailatul Zuhria from UIN Said Ali Rahmatullah, Tulung Agung, Indonesia. It is a great honor for me to share my research entitled From Lived Experience to Epistemic Authority, Understanding the Making of a Women Ulama Through a Heideggerian Study of Nyai Masriah Amfa. Allow me to begin one simple question. How does a woman become recognized as a women ulama? Although the scholarship on women ulama has grown remarkably over the past decades, this fundamental question has received surprisingly little attention. Most previous studies explain religious authority through education, leadership, organizational networks, or religious knowledge production. These explanations are undoubtedly important. However, they tell us how religious authority is exercised, not how it is formed. This is precisely where my research begins. I argue that before religious authority emerges, there is first epistemic authority. To explore this argument, I selected Nyai Masriah Amfa, the leader of Pondok Pesantren Kebon Jambu Al-Islami in Cirebon, Indonesia, as a critical case. Nyai Masriah is widely recognized as an educator, a pesantren leader, a writer, and one of the leading figures of the Indonesian Women Ulama Congress or KUPI. More importantly, her intellectual journey demonstrates how lived experience can gradually be transformed into religious knowledge that inspire educational change and social transformation. This study employed a qualitative approach using an intellectual biography design. I conducted in-depth interview with Nyai Masriah, pesantren caregivers, lecturers of Ma'had Ali, and students. These findings were enriched through observation and documentary analysis. To understand this process, I employed Martin Heidegger's existential philosophy, particularly the concept of being in the world, trueness, care, and authenticity. The finding revealed that Nyai Masriah's experience never remained merely personal experiences. Instead, they became existential experiences through reflection, spirituality, educational practice, and continuous engagement with society. Those experiences gradually evolved into feminist sophistic religious knowledge. The most significant finding of this study is that this knowledge first generated epistemic authority, that is, recognition of Nyai Masriah as a credible producer of religious knowledge. Only after this epistemic recognition did broader religious authority emerge. In other words, religious authority was not starting point. It was the consequence of epistemic authority. Based on this finding, I propose a new conceptual framework called the epistemic transformation model of women ulama. This model explains a continuous process. Lived experience evolves into feminist sophistic religious knowledge. That knowledge generates epistemic authority. Epistemic authority becomes the foundation of religious authority. Finally, religious authority enables social transformation, particularly in promoting gender justice, inclusive Islamic education, and women's leadership in Muslim societies. Therefore, the central argument of this paper can be expressed in one sentence. Religious authority is preceded by epistemic authority. This study contributes to the scholarship on women ulama by introducing epistemic authority as the missing conceptual link between lived experience and religious authority. It also demonstrates how Heidegger's existential philosophy can enrich contemporary Islamic studies by explaining how religious knowledge emerges through existential transformation. I believe this perspective opens a new way of understanding not only what women ulama think, but more fundamentally how women become women ulama. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.